Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today I'm very excited because it will be my first time with a 8S 5-inch drone. And actually I remember back in the day when I transitioned from 4S to 6S 5 inches and they were quite different, a lot more push. So I'm very curious to know if from 6S to 8S it will be kind of the same feeling. This drone is the SequreFPV Heison 8S Dead Cat. Let's open the box and see what's inside. You get two sets of Gemfan Hurricane 5.1 inches, USB-C 2A cable, and the inside is purple, and an accessory bag with a spare battery pad. This is the craziest thing, you get a film strip with a lot of logos. This is because the drone has a projector that can project whatever you put in it on the ground, just like those fancy cards, and you can even make your own logo with it. Crazy. You get the GoPro mounting screw and nut and the tools to service the drone. And finally, let's talk about the drone because there is a lot of cool stuff in it. First of all, you can get it in Dead Cat X configuration, 6S, 8S like this one, analog or O4 Pro. It weighs 530 grams, it feels quite hefty in the end, it's built like a tank and it's quite heavy for a 5-inch, but being 8S maybe it makes up for it. But it feels absolutely rock solid, like it doesn't bend at all. And I do bet it's strong because the arms are 8mm thick, they are super chunky. And you cannot see the motor wires anywhere on the arms, and that's because they are hollow inside, the wire passed inside them, and there is a carbon cover on top. All of the other carbon plates are 3mm. The front canopy is made of aluminum, and it has the hole for analog and this 3D printed TPU part for housing the O4 Pro. This is not a silicone soft mount, so let's see if it has gel or not. Of course, I hope it doesn't. All of the other plastic parts, the side covers and the super chunky antenna mount are made of 3D printed black TPU. At the top you will find the GoPro mount and the M10 GPS, which is maybe a little bit exposed. I wish they added a little bit of material here, since it's slotted in from the bottom. Then you have the USB-C to interface with the flight controller, a super cool rubberized battery pad, super sticky, and also rubberized battery strap, so the batteries are not gonna go anywhere. Then there is a fixed recess XT60. All of the antennas at the back with the O4 embedded into the frame. This white line at the side is a super cool LED strip and it's on both sides. And the bottom of the drone is crazy. First of all, we have a fan cooling down the O4 system so it will never overheat. Big capacitor, replaceable arms, a buzzer, and this is the projector lens for all the logos I showed you before. The 3D printed landing fit and motor protectors are super cool looking, but maybe a little bit too pointy. I don't wish to receive this drone in the face because it feels super sharp. Even if it's TPU, I feel like this thing is gonna damage people. The motors look super cool. I expected somehow for them to be beefy, but they are 2207 1500 kV. And the flight controller stack has a F7 processor and 70 amps 32-bit ESCs. And finally, it's time to fly. This will be my first flight with a 8S drone. I have not armed the motors yet. I am very curious, but first I have a couple of things to report. First, they forgot to add the propeller nuts into the box. Luckily, I have many parts around and I found them, but if you don't have spares and you don't get them, it could be a problem. Second, this is comical, but they installed the O4 upside down and the image was reversed. I just had to take it out, turn it and reinstall it. Not big deal, but it's funny this is happening. They suggest flying with a battery that's between 1050 milliamps and 1400. I couldn't find those specific numbers, but I have a 1100 milliamps HV 8S. I'm gonna fly first with this, and then I'm gonna fly with a 1500 milliamps 8S. They will be very close to the batteries they mentioned. I actually had to buy 8S gear for this drone. Of course, I didn't have the battery, but I believed I had a charger. But all of my chargers were maximum 6S, so I got this HOTA T8, and actually it's one channel, one battery per time, but it's quite small and portable. And the batteries are from Gaoneng, and I actually have to say I love the look with the purple shrink wrap. Okay, picked up satellites super quick. Let's turn it on. I just formatted my SD cards. Okay, Feels pretty normal at low throttle. Feels like a 6S. It's hovering at, I cannot find the throttle. 22, okay, it's normal. Let's push it. It's like a 6S. I was expecting much more. It flies like a 6S. Maybe this drone is a little bit heavy to really notice the difference with a 6S lighter drone. It flies really well, by the way. It's super precise, sounds super clean. 160 kilometers per hour. I honestly was expecting more. Like it's a totally fine drone, but like why being a test? Maybe it sucks less when you discharge it because it has more cells and more minimum voltage. But I was expecting a bigger difference because when I went from 4S to 6S drones, it was a crazy amount of difference. Like, flies very well. You can see I'm feeling completely at home. I'm first time flying. I'm already flying normally like I do. It feels just like all the other good, like a Vapor. It feels like maybe Vapor goes even faster than this, and it's 6S, but it's almost 100 grams less, and that's why. There is nothing to do against weight. Like maybe a Vapor with these electronics will be faster. I don't know, but. It's nice. It's nicely tuned. I don't see jello or anything. Super stable. Maybe it has the minimum amount of wobble, but it's a dead cat. And it's one of the best dead cat I have flown so far. It's up there with the Vapor, with the one, maybe, yeah. Maybe with the one from HGRC, the N-Blade, with the iFlight, Stellar, and those ones. The battery is already depleted. I have been pushing for sure. 3 minutes and 26. I have to land. Oh my god. Yeah, I see 25 and I think it's a 6S, it's full. Let's now fly with the 1500 milliamps. The GPS acquisition is instantaneous, so at least the GPS works fine. Okay, let's start in angle, just to check it out. Yeah. Pretty stable. What do you want me to say? It flies like a 6-inch, 6S. I was expecting at least some difference. Maybe it sucks less, but that's about it. Let's try the GPS rescue because I forgot before. Okay. Okay, perfect. They tuned it. Yes, it's very nice. One of the best I have seen. So at least good job, Secure, on that. Now I have a bigger battery, so maybe I can push it a little bit faster. Let's see the top speed. 134. 160. But I expected more. I expected to have a rocket in my hands, and I mean, it's a good drone, don't get me wrong, but of course I am influenced by my expectations. It feels better with this battery because it's heavier and it's even more locked in, even more smooth. Oh, I don't know what I did there, but yeah, feels great. Can we chase chicken with a 8S drone? Maybe, I don't know if it's the right thing to do. But the chicken heard the drone and they went hiding. They became so smart. I remember there is some tree in the middle here I don't want to crash against. Okay, there are the chicken. Look how they're running for their life. Poor chicken. Okay, let's not harass them. They didn't like this drone at all. It's big, it's heavy, makes a ton of noise. And I feel like the advantage of the 8S is burned out by the extra weight this drone has. And it's just, do you want the extra feature, the projector, the fan for the O4 light, sorry, for the O4 Pro? Then if you want that, the drone is heavier, and maybe going 8S is nice because you're gonna offset the weight. I wish they focus on making a little bit lighter drone. 8S would have been crazy because I don't feel the extra acceleration. I feel much better with 6S drones that are lighter. Like 400 grams 6S drones just accelerate faster. So if you have 8S batteries running around, maybe it's a good drone for you, but most people don't have 6S batteries, sorry, 8S around. They don't have the gear to charge them like I do. And I wouldn't go out of my way to get the 8S version of this drone. They have the 6S one, it has higher kV, and maybe it flies just like this one. I don't know, I have not tested it. But I don't know, I don't have my socks blew off from the performance of this drone. It's good, it's great, it's one of the best, among the best 5-inch dead cats I have tested so far. But considering the con, I had to buy an entire different setup, and if I carry more drones, I have to carry an extra charger, extra batteries, for no gain, and for a heavier drone when I fly. I don't know if it's worth it. That's what. Maybe there are other 8S drones that are much faster than this, but yeah, this is just like a 6S drone. I expected to make a super cool review where I had a rocket in my hands. I'm gonna say it again, but I'm a little bit salty. But it flies great, at least, like no cons. No cons there. Oh! Yeah, feels great. Okay, let's land. It doesn't sag, you cannot notice the sag. At least that's crazy. I have destroyed the battery, of course it's my... And it's time for my final opinion on this SequreFPV Heison 8S Dead Cat 5-inch. Of course, you know, my expectations at the beginning of this video were through the roof, because I expected 8S drones to be rockets, 250 kilometers per hour, really strong acceleration. Instead, the experience I found on this drone is super similar to a 6S drone I normally fly. Really feels like a Vapor, it feels like all of these other 6S drones. And it's a quite heavier drone, it's like 70-80 grams heavier than those other ones. And maybe being 8S kind of offsets the weight difference. I, on one side, wish they made it lighter, 450 grams, 440 grams, like the normal 6S drones I use. Maybe it could have been a straight rocket, but instead it flies perfect, like nothing to say. It has a lot of first time things I see, like the arms with the wire inside them. First time I see them. This is probably the first time I see the fan into the O4 Pro system, and also the projector. It's super cool at night. Now it's daytime, I mostly fly at daytime, maybe it's gimmicky, but it's super cool to have. And if you add your own logo to it, it's gonna be just crazy. So for sure, it's a super well-made drone. The GPS works perfectly, the GPS rescues program correctly, like very well executed drone. But I would say if you don't have 8S gear, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy all the required things to fly this drone, because the experience is pretty much the same like a 6S, and it's not worth to spend the extra money for the extra gear. If you already have many 8S batteries, maybe this can be an option for you. They also make the 6S version. I have not tried it, but I fear that if it's the same weight, maybe it's not gonna fly as good as this one. So yeah, again, as always, the lighter you make a drone, the better it's gonna fly usually. And that's all for today. As always, remember to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Let me know what you think about this drone, and let me know if you have experience with 8S drones. Maybe they are not the standard because there is not too much difference with 6S. Maybe they just sag less and that's it. Because this drone really never sagged until the battery was destroyed. If you wanna buy something, check out the links in the description down below, because clicking on them, you help my channel a lot, and many times you also find discounts. Thank you so much, stay safe, and happy flying. Bye.